Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where we answer sporting questions in the chat. People, that's what this show is all about, the lovely citizens in the city of sarcasm. So get your questions in. Manchester City lost, Arsenal lost, Chelsea lost, Manchester United drew. Only real winners out of the big six from this weekend was Spurs winning away at Ipswich, and of course, Liverpool pretty much confirming what most people knew. If they didn't, they were just lying to themselves with Liverpool winning 2-0 at the Etihad. So I'm sure the vast majority of the questions are going to be about the big six. So like I said, get your questions in. If you're a member of the channel, link for the memberships in the pinned comment. So if you're a member or you super chat, your question takes priority. So if you see me going to the same names, that's the only reason why. So it's either a super chat or it's either someone who is a member of the channel, and that's a member at any single level. But before I bring on the man and get to the chat as well, big up to Saeed for the raid every single time. Shout out to everyone who's joined over from the raid also. Make sure when you enter the city of sarcasm, you hit that like button, people. Hit the like button on the video. So important you do that, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Share across all the socials as well. That's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. And on top of those two things, it is road to 15,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well, people. I don't know how many likes we're on, but I already know it's not enough, people. There's over 200 of you lot in here. Ain't even at 50 likes. Let's get up to 60 likes, people. Big up to AW. Big up Warrior J. Big up to We Are Football, Kingsman as well. Big up to Destroyer, setting up Saeed. Big up to Argentine in the chat, Sai. Good to see you as well. Cornmeal, Mediterranean Menace as well. Big up my nephew H in the chat, says big up Anthony, sent off today. But you won't hear about it though. Well, because he had a couple of good games, it was Manchester United is such a toxic and terrible environment. We should have never have let him go. This is why we need to bring him back. But you notice how quiet people are. You're the first person to mention it, H. I wonder why. But let me bring the gang into the building anyway. Fats is here. Jez is here as well. What you man saying? You man good?
No, I'm good.
All good, man. All good. All good.
Yeah. Blessings. Big up to Warrior J, says thoughts on City 0, Liverpool 2. Game went pretty much how I expected once I knew Haaland wasn't playing. I said it yesterday on the Yardman show, and I said it again before. I said it during the watch along as well. Without Haaland, Manchester City's attack is toothless. As limited as he is, like overall, he's not a link-up player. He's not going to drop short and give him goals and 1-2s. But one thing he does is he's a presence. He'll make runs. He draws attention. You're not leaving Haaland alone, whether City are playing fantastic or City are 1-12. He draws attention from defenders because they know 9 times out of 10, if he gets half a chance, it's probably a goal. And that's Haaland for you, because when he didn't play against Real Madrid, he didn't play against Liverpool. Yes, Real Madrid and Liverpool are 2 of the better teams in Europe. However, they offered nothing going forward. City didn't create one clear-cut chance today. There wasn't one chance in the game you look at and go, they should have scored. Half chances, yes. And I thought Liverpool would win even if Haaland was playing. However, once I knew he wasn't playing, that just confirmed even more that I thought Liverpool would win the game. And the game was done at halftime. Liverpool won at a canter. One absolute canter, and as much as their number one ups, gotta give them props. I've already said that. I said from a long time they're winning the league. It was easy to see that they was winning the league because of who they was being chased down by. For any criticism of Slot, any criticism of them being over-reliant on Salah, I kept saying it. Who's going to catch them? Because Arsenal ain't. And as you see, Arsenal drop points. Who would have thought? After Liverpool being in a tough game and dropping points against Villa, and Arsenal having a game in hand and the door being potentially open, they go lose at home to West Ham. And none of us are surprised. It's funny. It's hilarious. But none of us are surprised. But just what you saying, thoughts on City 0, Liverpool 2?
I'll be honest. I was out pretty much like most of today, just family enough. But
yeah,
obviously for the, like I said, man, like is anybody surprised that they lost? To be honest, even like I agree with the point of course of Haaland. That's why for me, like obviously people look at it from a perspective of Haaland is limited and all these type of things, but I feel like people underappreciate like what a lot of players like Haaland in terms of Haaland's type of the type of footballer that Haaland is. I think people underappreciate what he actually does. That's what, since I also watched him at Dortmund, since I'm a Dortmund fan as well.
Yeah.
I understand what Haaland can bring to a team, and as much as I believe Marmoush can bring similar qualities in terms of getting in behind, you're not worried as much if you're like Ibrahim Konate and if you're Virgil van Dijk, you're not as much as worried about Marmoush because respect to Marmoush, but how many seasons has it been where like his name's been going around, he's terrorizing Europe, Champions League level, he's terrorizing the best teams in the Bundesliga. It hasn't really been that long, so you're not really going to respect. You're not going to give him that level of respect on the pitch, like because you have to earn the respect at the end of the day to get that treatment.
Yes.
So I feel like they just felt a bit more comfortable during the periods. I'll be honest. So I'll be honest. Surprised Liverpool beating City, not at all. Now it's 11 points clear. Obviously, with their result on the weekend, not midweek against Wolves, this could have been how many points? Not 14 or so.
It was. Let me check the table now. I know it's 11
Wolves,
points for Arsenal. I believe Arsenal do have a game in. Yeah, Arsenal have a game in hand, but it's currently 11 points.
Which game was prior to the City and the Liverpool play?
Prior to the Villa away.
Villa. When they drew the game, and I know we had literally the conversation on because we obviously were talking about it, and you were obviously asking me the question: do I think if West Ham, if would you be surprised if West Ham gonna beat Arsenal, they're gonna make Arsenal drop points? And I said no, and then obviously we saw what happened on the weekend. So that's why for me, when you have people, those chairs in the hotel, we call them the cock chair. That's why I was so confused when Ryan was in the chat talking about how you must hate that you see your rivals winning the league over Liverpool. Like when Ryan is the Liverpool fan.
Crazy work.
So
no, he ain't here. It was world class. It was world class. Now Arsenal go win the league, but now he ain't here. Notice that.
To be fair, how did you follow Anthony's performance, by the way? But I couldn't speak to you about it today.
Joke, man. Carry on.
But what's it called? But now, I mean, if he was here, I would have banned him already, so it doesn't matter. But now, I mean, yeah, I didn't believe that Arsenal's going to win. Like, they're not going to win the league. People sat there and believe they're going to go and win the league here with Marino up top. They're not going to do that. And Marino up top is just one of many things that I can probably name why I don't believe Arsenal will not win the league over Liverpool. Just because how inconsistent they've been, in my opinion. Like, you have times where like they have like an upturn of form. It looks like the fans can start believing again, and then big results like West Ham, who was sitting 16th going into the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I'm a Liverpool fan, I'll be honest, I would be more relaxed. I think the league should be for them priority, even though there's a good chance for them to win the Champions League, but at the same time, we obviously discussed it as well. I don't feel Liverpool's chances. I don't think it's as high as people may think of Liverpool winning the Champions League, if I'm being honest. But when it comes to the league, I'm up there with like 90%, 95% sure that Liverpool wins. If you even go through the fixture list, I think the last 11 games or so now, which we have, the majority of them are at Anfield.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think 4 of their next 5 is at Anfield or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I can go. Let me go quickly through the fixtures real quick, but I'm pretty sure they have more games at Anfield now for the rest of the season than they have at away. So obviously, I'm just going through it right now. So they're playing Newcastle at Anfield. They're playing Southampton in Anfield. They're playing Everton. They're playing Everton obviously in Anfield. Then obviously playing Fulham and West Ham, Leicester away. Then they're playing us at Anfield, Chelsea away. Then they're playing Arsenal at Anfield, Brighton away, and then they end the season with Crystal Palace at home. So when you just go through some of these fixtures, outside the Everton game, and maybe Brighton, depends what Brighton we get. Most of these games, when I go through them, are more in favor to Liverpool, to be honest. And even Newcastle, Newcastle, we don't know what Newcastle sometimes can show up.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, maybe you can sit there and say maybe there's like a 60-40, 70-30% chance that Liverpool win that game. But outside of that, you can't tell me.
Yeah,
that
the
Liverpool
games is, and then even if they do drop points in a couple, it's then on Arsenal to capitalize, and we've seen it. They can capitalize on them dropping points at Villa. Fact, what you saying, man? I don't know if you watch City Liverpool, but thoughts on it?
No, I did not watch the whole game because I was watching the New York Knicks and Boston Celtics today. But
who won?
Boston. Celtics.
Yeah, Celtics. The Knicks are ass, man.
Go on, carry on.
Yeah, I was just like watching the highlights of it, and I'm not that surprised to be honest with you, with the way that Liverpool been playing right now. So, yeah, it's their title to lose at the end of the day, and the ones that are not benefit from it's probably Arsenal. So, yeah,
that's pretty much it. I send it through. Lex, give me 1 second. Big up to Rohan, says big up Flawless, agreed with you on the Unfiltered pod. Big up to everyone joined over. Big up to Barnes, Beijing Reds TV. Obviously, the United Liverpool pod will be after this. People going to believe me when I said Arsenal was dropping points versus West Ham and Forest. There, you called it spot on. Zane says, but Flawless, the fact we had 34% possession played in such a mid-low block was a bit surprising. It might have been a surprise, but it worked. Your game plan was to counter-attack. He's talking, I presume he's a Liverpool fan. I think they didn't have a lot of possession.
Let me check real quick.
You hear him on the counter-attack? Double check. I'm guessing so, from what I remember when watching. Yeah, possession. Yeah.
But to be fair, like Liverpool, from a tactical standpoint, like I feel like people still think that this is still a young club where like they want to be high up the pitch, they want to get the ball back, they want to have the ball. Now, like when you watch Liverpool, they're quite conservative, to be honest. Like they're not as explosive. I think they're just more efficient this season, and even from a defensive structure, I don't know how it has been in recent times, but from the last time I've been watching Liverpool more consistently, they're happy to go and sit down in a mid block and let the teams want to have the ball because they know when you have Salah on transition and you know you have Gakpo, even the guys that you guys don't make right, Nunes and Diaz or whatever, you know that these guys is going to be a threat. And then when you know you have guys who can hit the pass as well, yeah, it's a wraps. So Slot just plays it, I think, well, in my opinion.
Yeah, he did the thing. Yeah, he did. Big up to, let me get to this before I get to Andy says, Flawless, does it hurt you United finishing the lowest and Liverpool getting number 20? Do you see when it comes to league titles? That don't really bother me like that. Liverpool winning is the problem. It could be Liverpool's first league title, their 20th, their 21st, their 101st. I want Liverpool having success at any level. Never mind winning the Premier League. Yeah, I'm saying fuck them at all levels. I don't want their senior team, their women's team, their under 23s, under 21s, under 18s, under 17s, 16s, 15s, 14s, 13s, 12. I want their under 8s or under 5s having success. Despise Liverpool Football Club. So to the point I'm making is it's not about them getting number 20 because I'm not really fussed about that in regards to that. It's more so them just winning a league title. That's the problem. And it doesn't make it any worse. If we were second, I wouldn't feel better about it. Where Manchester United finished, to me, doesn't have any... It has no relation to Liverpool winning a league title. We could be second and a point off them. I'd still be as pissed off if we were second and a point off them. So to answer that. Big up to Warrior J says, after what? And you lot continue to get your questions in as well. Like I said, members in particular. Get your questions in if you're a member of the channel. That's why I went to Andy's question there. After what happened from this weekend, who do you guys think has a chance to make it in the Europa League and Conference League? Conference League is clearly going to be Chelsea and someone from the other side. Europa League, I think, is open. That's what I'd say. What you say?
You know what?
Go on.
You know what? That Conference League thing. It's funny enough. I will tell this everyone. I've already booked everything for the final itself. And
I get it. You lot on the easy side of the draw. I understand.
It'd be so funny. It'd be so funny if we get knocked out early as well. I can't even get a refund back.
I think I know.
Oh my god, man!
I mean, even if Chelsea don't get to the final, just go there for a good holiday, man.
Yeah, where is it? Facts.
Wrocław, Poland.
Okay.
Poland.
Right,
yeah, looking forward to it.
I'm looking here.
I've checked it. It's really nice as well. It's really nice.
Looking at here, Chelsea on the easier side of the draw.
Yeah,
so Chelsea
on the favorable side.
Yes, Chelsea make the final, and I'm guessing it'll be either Fiorentina or Betis. They'd be my two picks. That's a very limited knowledge.
Well, I obviously I don't. I'll be honest. It's not that I've watched the Conference League this season as well. To be honest, so I can't really have accurate saying of it. But if there's probably a team that they don't want to play, it's probably Fiorentina. Like they've been in the Conference League, they've been in the later stages. So Yeah, and I mean, shit. I've seen Chelsea fans saying they're scared about their side of the bracket. This is how much they shook you.
You know what's crazy? Liverpool fans were shook of Arsenal just when we was doing the back against on Friday and Monday.
Just that's what you know. About.
That's
why
Friday.
Just why I find this football space very funny in it, because it's how quickly conversations can just flip within days is killing me. Because remember, in the summer when everybody was sweet, like I remember the photoshops of Chelsea attackers all there, and people were liking all these tweets about Chelsea got the best attack in the league, best attack in they got the top 5 attack in the world. No people want to tell me these attackers are shit. All of the sudden, on these attack, we need more. Yeah. I'm hearing about they need new winners all of the sudden. I thought you have Sancho. I thought you have Neto. I thought you have all these winners. This one of many examples I can think of. Don't even let me start with Arsenal with the shit they be saying, and then all of a sudden, we need this, we need that, we need that. So like this football space is very interesting because from a span of 3 days, I'll be honest, the last 2 days, yesterday I was at my sister's wedding. Today we were
that's your sister, man. Love that.
I was like, congrats to her, man.
Congrats to your sister, love that.
It's great things here. And obviously today I was in the church, so you know, and with the whole family and that. And I come back today in the evening, and then I didn't watch no football. I watched only the highlights. And I'm going on Twitter. I'm seeing Liverpool fan all of a sudden back with the chest, and I see no Arsenal fan again on my timeline. I'm seeing Arsenal YouTubers not posting anymore since yesterday.
Yeah, I seen a gal concede the title.
This is the funny part about it. If
crazy, you know.
The Liverpool drop points and Arsenal win.
Yes, you know it's gonna flip.
This is what I'm trying to say.
It's ridiculous, Jess, man. It's so temperamental. It's so temperamental.
It's like you're in a relationship or some shit. Like you're like some messed up relationship where like one time you love her and the next time she hates you and she wants to throw all your things out of the window. It's crazy. Honestly, it's crazy.
Nah, facts, and like that's what it is, and that's why I just keep my feet, big up Steve, keep my feet on the ground when it comes to it. That's why when I'm the United fan and back again and I'm saying super chats of Liverpool fans genuinely being shook of Arsenal because they drew to Villa. Like drawing to Villa, first and foremost, is such a horrendous result. Yes, you can be upset, context, should have took your chances, but drawing away to Aston Villa is not an absolutely horrific result. It's not horrendous. Like people are acting like they drew away to Southampton. That I would understand. You drew away to Southampton, you draw away to Leicester, you're going for a league title. That is an issue. That what cause for concern. And knowing who you are being chased down by. If it was City, I'd hear it more so. Because they've done this type of thing before. And then lo and behold, like you say, Jez, Arsenal drop points, and then all of a sudden and Liverpool win today, there's no conversation about it no more. Well, that was the main topic. Main topic from when did they play on Wednesday? So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that was the main conversation across all socials and in spaces and not spaces on live streams. That's all man heard about. No, not from you. I'm just saying in general. The general conversation was that. But and now all of a sudden it's dead.
Of course it did. As the saying go, why argue with an Arsenal fan? Just wait, innit?
Just wait, yeah.
Just wait.
It. That's it. Big up Sheik as well. I was saying big up to Sheik also. And Warrior J says, speaking of winning Champions League, who do you think's winning that? I've said this, I think Madrid. I was saying Madrid.
Which one though?
Real.
Hey, we gotta make sure, man. We don't know, man.
But actually, you know what? Actually, just for agenda purposes, because Eddie's always on my case about you Simeone with the black tie and the bird. Hey, if I want Atletico to win it, if it's
you know what's funny? You know what you should do? You know what you should do? Yeah, on the Monday United, if Atletico wins the Champions League, yeah, you need to pull up. You need to make sure Eddie's on the screen in the black tie and the black suit. With the black shirt as well, like just
black shirt, black blazer, black tie.
This will say everything.
100%.
Oh man, don't kill me, man. Oh man, but
flawless, bros. I think Inter Milan are losing it. I'm going Inter.
I think it's frozen. Isn't it?
Inter, flawless, bros. Yeah, I'm going Inter to win the champs.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Inter ain't winning shit.
Whoever wins that Liverpool Real Madrid semi-final wins the Champions League, I think.
No.
But they're not in the
So
semi-final.
What do you mean,
Fats,
no?
So Fats, you already got that as the.
Are they in the
Fats,
same
you already,
bracket? I just want
yeah,
to
they're in the same bracket. I was gonna say, Fats, you've got that linked in as the semi-final already. You got it as because that can be a semi-final. You got that as the semi-final.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Okay.
can be a
Nice.
semi-final, of course.
Okay.
I mean,
The only-
it could be. Next thing
The
we know,
only doubt is Real Madrid in it.
Yeah. Like probably
Yeah,
the other
'cause you
side
lot-
of the
you could-
bracket.
you
Like,
lot
you
got in
got
the quarterfinal?
Barcelona.
PSG
Essentially.
or quarterfinals after that.
Yeah, after PSG.
I don't even know.
I'm trying to
Aston
look
Villa,
it up,
Aston Villa or
I'm
Club
looking-
Brugge. Aston
Yeah,
Villa.
yeah.
Oh yeah. They flew
Villa
to
or
they flew to
Club
the semi-final. Yeah, they flew
Hold
to the
on one
semi-final.
sec.
Yeah, you're right.
Let me
Yeah,
check- let me
Fats is
just
right.
check. Oh, you checked it. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
I
remember
want to check the.
Fats
I want to check the whole thing anyway. 'cause
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need
check the
to
whole
see
thing.
all the
But the winner's probably coming from that side of the draw. That Real
Yeah,
Madrid.
I think-
Liverpool side.
me
Like,
personally-
the lower bracket, like you could arguably Barcelona's already there anyway. So
Bro, where's
I'm
the?
not gonna-
Wait, Barca
No,
would have to play Club Brugge or
No,
Aston Villa.
Liverpool.
No.
That's the other side.
that's
So you've
not
got Real Madrid. So you've got Real Madrid, Atletico, Arsenal, PSV, and then you've got Liverpool, PSG, and
Bro, why
Club
the-
Brugge, Villa. That's that side of the draw, and then the other side of the draw is you Barcelona, Benfica, Inter Milan, etc., all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
Bayern
all
Munich
that.
as well, still in that.
I think it's a
Yeah.
pretty wide open Champions League, if I'm honest. I think it's pretty wide open.
You think it's
Alright,
wide open?
alright,
Talk to us.
Yeah,
alright,
it's-
yeah, man.
Go on.
Alright, cool, yeah.
Go on, why?
Cool.
Because I think of the Real Madrid Atletico Madrid tie.
Well, you think the winner of that wins it all?
No, but I'm saying like Real Madrid. What I'm saying is,
Go on.
or what I guess I mean is that like it could be really wide open if Atletico Madrid take care of Real Madrid, because then you can make a case for a few different teams winning it.
We said this how many times the last couple of seasons now about Real Madrid.
But they don't
Real
win it every
Madrid
single
tie.
season.
There
No,
you
they
go.
don't. But when they've not won it in recent years, it's been a top quality team that stopped
No, Ajax.
recently.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but
When was the
That's
Ajax?
building
but
anyway.
When was the Ajax one?
5 years ago.
There we
Four.
go. Arsenal won. That's the last time Arsenal won a trophy. Would we call it recent?
Come on.
Who've they look and you look? Who've
That's
they've
power.
been knocked out by in the last 4 or 5 years? It was
That's
treble.
fine.
I
It
know
was
it's
trouble.
not-
Why?
Man
No, it's
City.
not even that. Why are you
It-
giving
it-
that example, that metric example? Like
It was treble winning City, and then who was the other one?
Yeah.
It was treble winning City, and who else knocked them out in the past 4 years?
Chelsea, I think. But
And
then
that,
they won
and
the
we
Champions
know
League,
about that.
and then
And
they
that
won the
Chelsea,
Champions
and we
League.
know about that Chelsea side.
Yeah.
In regards to they had the best, I think that's the best defensive record ever to
Yeah.
win it,
Yeah,
to
yeah, the
win
Champions
ever win the
League.
champs, because their
Yes.
attack was that bad. Their defense had to be that good
Yeah.
with a quality Kante
mean,
in front of it as well.
Just from a historical standpoint, I don't like. I know Atletico in the league troubles Real Madrid here and there, but in the Champions League, I don't think the record is that much in their favor at all.
Yeah,
This
but
is
Real,
something that- this is something
I
that
think
just read.
the second leg being at the Wanda Metropolitano, I think is big for me. I think if it was at the Bernabeu second, all Atletico Madrid have to do is not get battered at the Bernabeu.
No, of course, but I don't
In the
think
second leg at the Bernabeu, this first leg.
No,
No, it's
second leg
at the Metropolitano.
yeah.
The second leg's at
Yes.
Atletico.
Yeah.
Atletico, yes. This is
I didn't know that.
This is for me. This is for me why it makes the tie so good. And I
Atletico
think-
Madrid,
Well-
if they get a draw at the Bernabeu second leg, they can either win.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I didn't know that.
For me,
Yeah,
I
it was.
that's
That
why-
was my
that's
whole
why-
logic.
That's why
No,
for
I hear
me.
you.
No, that's why
Atletico
for
can beat
me.
them. Sorry, go on,
No,
James. Go on.
that's why for me. That's my probably my favorite after PSG and Liverpool. That's obviously my favorite draw for obvious reasons. But I think, like me personally, I think that Real Madrid goes through with a narrow win for
Yes.
both legs because I believe if they're showing me that they're hitting form right now, I feel like it's the worst time for Atletico. Like if they would have played them maybe like a month or two ago,
I hear you. Yeah.
But
I feel like
Atletico
probably-
in good form.
no,
Atletico-
don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I don't think Atletico is a bad team. Like I think
I'm
if
not.
Atletico,
Yeah, yeah.
like in a scenario where Atletico Madrid can beat Real Madrid, they definitely get into the semis in my opinion. And then you're talking about Liverpool most likely being the team in the semi-final. And where would be the second leg if Liverpool played Atletico in the second?
I think it will be Bernabeu.
If
No,
say that again.
Atletico.
Say that again. The first leg will be at Anfield.
Yeah, and then
Second leg
you
would be
taking it back then to Madrid.
Yes.
Against
Yes.
Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interest. It would be an interesting tie, but I just have to see how this first leg goes
Yeah.
in
You know,
the Bernabeu.
I wanna throw this conspiracy theory, like
Go on.
all of these.
Oh,
It's gonna be
all
good.
of this
A
about
fat
really-
conspiracy theory. Here we go. This gonna be good.
all of these years that we've been dreaming since childhood. But can you imagine if we had El Clasico in the final, though?
Yeah.
I don't think Bars. I don't trust them
that's
to
not
make the
conspiracy.
final.
You know what?
I don't trust them.
That's actually sensible. I'm with you on that. Run me that.
First.
That actually, even though it's not, you'd prefer it with the. It's like a few years too late because of all the heavy hitters not being there. I'd still like to see it.
I still like to see it, of course. Like just
I'm
from a fan standpoint of view, because obviously we know like Real Madrid fans, Barca fans in the space. So I'm like I said, if Omar beat 1 second, somebody's calling me.
No, don't stress. Do your thing. But yeah, in regards to it, Fats, this is actually pretty good. I'm surprised. Shit. Pat Bev just
We've had this
opened
before, isn't it? Like,
crazy.
I think we've had this scenario before back in 2011 and 12. Like that's why we had Bayern Munich Chelsea in the final at that time. But
Oh yeah, because the final was at Madrid, wasn't it? When
no, it wasn't.
yeah, the final. Wait, which one are you talking about?
Not the Allianz.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about when Barcelona could have played when the final was at the Bernabeu and the Inter Milan treble year. The final was at the Bernabeu.
Yeah, sorry, but just quickly what I was saying is that shit. No, actually, no, man, I forgot now. Fuck's sake. I was talking about shit. Nah,
it's cool. They get it back. It's cool. Big up to Jacob.
Oh, I remember now.
Like brother, subscribe to United Spurs of America. Shout out my guy Jacob. He just put big up for the super chat, Jacob. Appreciate it. Says Ange. That's all he's saying. 2 wins from 2, yeah. I see you, Jacob.
Actually, no. It's actually three. It's actually three wins in a row.
Oh, 3 wins in a row. Who's it? United, Ipswich, and who?
Brentford.
Oh, shit.
Brentford away.
Okay.
You remember the away game?
I thought there was a game in between that. That's why. Hey,
probably Robert. The Liverpool and the Liverpool and Aston Villa.
That's why.
Yeah, because they had like a whole week where they had both cup games there. But now, bro, I'll be honest. Like, if you tell me I'm seeing a Omar B watch along where he crushes all when Vinny or Mbappe scores the winner, actually, yeah, tell a lie. I need Chouameni to win the hit. Need to win the
long range shot.
Long range shot from Chouameni to win the Champions League on Omar B's head top after the way he was talking about him. This is dream scenario.
Wait, who was talking about him? What happened? I missed this. Who was talking about Chouameni?
There was him and CP have this weird obsession with Chouameni.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I remember CP talking about with Abs. You just got to take Abs just a contrarian. We have to take that with. Take it with a pinch of salt.
Sure. Chouameni of all people.
He's just a contrarian. Every day it's a hot take. Abs is my guy, but every day. Abs. Yeah. Every day it's a hot take. Every single day, man. It's like, yo, put the mic down, man. Every day hot take. And Abs is my guy. Every day it's something crazy. Oh,
Chouameni's not like the way he explains it, or what?
No, it's just every day he's just a contrarian. I've met enough contrarians to know what they're like. It's everyday hot take. Every day it's something out, and I'm all for out the box thinking. I do it, but Chouameni's not that good.
What? No, Abs, not Abs, and Omar.
Oh, you're talking about Omar?
Yeah, but Abs is like that too.
Yeah, Abs don't rate him. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like an Abs take.
Yeah,
I
think Abs said he doesn't rate him.
Yeah, like when we were talking about the Kendrick Drake thing. He was in the group chat. We was discussing that.
Yeah, I know. I was in the group chat. I was literally saying.
Yeah, and I was talking to Steve. But go on, carry on.
Nah, like the man's thing is here. Like for me, it's not even that I think that Chouameni is playing at his best level or anything like that at the moment in time. But man was talking about his offer as Emerson or some shit. I'm like, what?
He's what?
Like he was describing the word like awful, like he's awful, he's shit, and I'm like, I'm not talking. No, awful is Emerson Royale. That's awful. You man doing way too much for way too much. But yeah, man, trust me. But
I was on stream with you. Well, Jazz, I was on a stream with you and Omar.
Yeah,
Omar don't rate him.
No, that he's on his case, bro.
I didn't know that he didn't rate him. I didn't know we haven't had the conversation. Big up to Omar. I think he's in the chat. Big up Barca reacts as well. Speaking of Barca, also Sai says flawless. Salah is now 25 goals and 16 assists. Is this the greatest season from any winger or any striker? Closed panel. Yeah, closed panel because it's Q&A. Big up Sai for the question as well. You got to see how it finishes, but it's one of 100%. Yeah. And if he continues at this rate and wins Liverpool, the Premier League, and the Champions League.
Or when he wins Liverpool.
It's a conversation. Yeah, so he'll win the Prem. If he wins the Champs and you add that in, there's definitely potential. The greatest one I've ever seen is Ronaldo 08. But if he goes and win these 2 trophies, and depending on the numbers he finishes, it tells you all you need to know. I think Ronaldo got 42 that season. I don't know how many assists. It was 42 goals. I'm not sure how many assists he got. And we won the double. Should have won the treble, but hey, whole different conversation.
So Salah total now, up until like 2023 season, he has like 152. Goals.
Yeah, ridiculous. But yeah, quality season. Now it's just about adding the team trophies to it, which Liverpool will win the Premier League. If you go add the champs, it adds to it. Or if you're asking just about the Prem, I'm guessing with this, yeah, it's right up there. Salah crazy. How I say, when it comes to just output, nuts.
Yeah,
and it's consistent as well. No matter where Liverpool are, no matter who's in charge now, as you see, no matter who he's playing with, he's going to get goals and assists if he plays.
And create.
He's going to get close. And he's going to create. Like today, that the way he bamboozled went past the Vadio with the Shabazz goal was quality. Quality. Turn in and then he turned out and
didn't he play the ball? Did he play the ball for the Curtis Jones disallowed?
Yeah,
I think he did.
Yeah, because Trent. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was him. Was him? What was it, Trent? It was either him or Trent. It was from that side. I can't remember. Well, it was quality either way. So yeah, Salah's side, like top quality. That's why when people talk about, you never hear me criticize Salah.
Yeah,
that scores in big moments, in big games, does the business, always available, week in, week out.
He's been injured like 3 or 4 games for Liverpool.
Yeah, like that's it.
Ridiculous.
Like quality. Crazy. That's why you don't hear me crashing him, and you can see, and you don't even have the best attackers with him in this Liverpool side. And look at his output. Like you look at Jota and Nunes and Gakpo and Diaz. These man what Shabazz like. Even though I thought Shabazz like.
No, Jota's really good. It's
he never stays fit, but that's my point. Is he's never fit. Like no one looks at any of those and goes, "Oh yeah. World class, all this." It's not like he's with Firmino or Mane doing this, because they're 2 of the quality. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you look at the ones he's doing it around, and it's like you're still putting out these numbers. So yeah, Salah's quality, Simon. You know what I'm saying? Big up Argentines. It's flawless. How many points do you think we can get from our remaining fixtures? I don't see us getting a point. I'm guessing from these 2 fixtures, getting a point against Ipswich and Leicester is even tough. You mean overall, like all our games left, like the 13? Or are you talking about these 2? These 2, ask me on the day. Ask me Wednesday about Ipswich and Leicester. When did we play Leicester? I thought we played Leicester twice. Or do we play them again?
That was in the cup.
But we played them, and we played them twice in the league already. We played them twice in the league. Did we play them again?
You have not played Leicester away.
All right. When is it? I gotta try to get to that still.
May? No, not May 16th. Who's the March 16th. March 16th.
But we have to go to the kick.
It's the game after Real Sociedad's second leg.
Yeah, we got FA Cup games. There's so much going on before that. Ask me about Ipswich the day of. Ask me about Leicester closer to the time. But yeah, Ipswich is. I'm not confident going into any game. But hey, manager, you got to pattern up. As I keep saying, this is shameless. You know what I'm saying? Boston Coglu is fired though.
Hey man, if he can turn it around, he gets that name, man. But
Boston Coglu is fired.
I mean, at the moment, it's just end, man. But yeah, man.
Talk about Doncic, please.
We'll get to Luka. Don't worry about it before we close out. We'll get to Luka.
No. I know about you, but Jacob in it. But I wasn't say thank you in it.
Oh,
that's a dickhead move, yo. Jacob already going for it, yo, and you just adding to it.
I went in the champs. Let's not be saying.
Hey, Victor, I hate you. I don't bet.
I mean, nobody's. I think nobody's saying. I think nobody's sitting here saying that. Oh my day, it's such a hot take.
I don't think it's a hot take.
We're not. What's it called? Nobody's sitting here doing a CP saying all the things that he says, like
Mbappe's shit, and like you wouldn't take him at Chelsea and all that. Yeah, I remember that.
The money's on.
Oh, he said that.
No, Victor. Yeah, CP said he wouldn't take Mbappe at Chelsea like 3 months ago.
He was saying it was a money thing. That's what it is. I bet you know what? Ask him now and see what he says. Our remaining fixtures. Ask him now. Our remaining fixtures are tough, but he's just a hater. Like even when he scored against City, when he scored the hat trick, he was like, "Oh, it don't count." What do you mean it don't count? It's a Champions League playoff. Of course it counts. Hey, you know what? Ask Manchester City and Pep if it counts. That's what I say. Ask Vaya if it counts. Shut up, Vaya, though. Our remaining fixtures are tough except Ipswich and Leicester. They're 2 tough games. We have no easy games, Argentine. All our games are tough. All our games are tough. None of our games are easy. They all tough.
Did you play Southampton the second time?
Yeah, the 3-1 game.
Okay, this is what probably the only game where I said, okay, this is the free. This is the free.
It's
This
not,
is the
and you know
3
what?
points right there.
That was one of our worst performances.
Yeah, I remember the game, but this is the thing. They're so bad. Even when you shit, you can still get through the game.
I'm still mad now, and the game was, I think, December. I'm still pissed now. It might be early January or something like that. Dreadful, fucking dreadful. See, look, hating round of 32 hype, and if he does it in the round of 16, round of 16 hype, round of 8 hype.
Oh, CP, you're not that guy, bro. I'll be honest. You're not that guy, bro. Let it go. Like you was you. I don't remember you, CP. You was sitting here saying these things about Sancho. Not all of the sudden you're saying the guy can't be the man. He can't do this. He can't do that. But you were telling me he's the guy. And I rate Sancho. Like, don't get twisted. Like, I rate Sancho.
I rate Sancho as well.
Actually, let's go there. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Aston Villa 2, Chelsea 1. Thoughts on that game?
To be honest with you, it's like keep repeating cycle from last week. We even with Nkunku up top, like I've already said myself last week. Like I don't want to keep repeating myself like a broken record, man. But yeah, it's just that it's always been jarring that we always get a lead 1-0 up, and then second half, I think we concede a amount of goals after leading 1-0 up in the space of roughly about 12 out of 19 away games this season. Roughly home and away games, they had 12 out of 19. But yeah, somebody check that stats up. But it's just so annoying at times that we had some chances, but every time we had chances where we don't have someone inside the box, and that's why we got sucker punch right at the end. It's just one of those lapses moments right at the end, and I'm tired, man. Honestly, it's like I know it's been kind of draining this month. It's been one of those. We haven't won away. The craziest thing is since Kazakhstan away, Astana away in December, and our last away win in the league, that was against Tottenham in December as well. So it has been a while, and our away form has been massively crap last couple of months now. So I think going to the home game maybe he kind of ease off the pressure, because I feel like there's some sort of a discomfort for the players that are playing the away ends or away grounds. You know, it's just that one of those days that they underperform. I mean, it's just that it's been a whole of a mess from the top to bottom. I can't even blame Maresca at this rate, because what's the whole point? I've seen the same thing for the last 3 years now. It's been that bad of a squad planning, but everybody want to keep blame manager. Agree to this review.
Where do you stand with that? Are you Maresca out?
I'm more to the fact that I'm more blaming towards these hierarchy issues, ownership, hiring these donkeys like SpongeBob SquarePants, Winstanley and Stewart.
I got a question.
Yeah, it's just that bad squad planning in all terms around. Like what? Even though people don't like Joao Felix, but at least like you need a bit of someone on the bench. You need a bit of insurance on the bench. Like who can we brought on last weekend that can spark up? No one, probably apart from Tariq George or Josh Achimpong. So yeah, it's been that kind of a one of those inconsistent season and turbulent season that we've had so far. But I remember like we've a couple of years ago, I think that we haven't won away from home for about 3 to 4 months, I think. But yeah, it's not looking good, man.
Yo, I got a question.
Go on, ask your question, Joseph, before
you know, obviously, because it's again interesting conversation, because obviously I'm seeing Chelsea fans obviously protesting. I think the next game they're coming up with them talking about the directors and that. But do you guys generally believe it's only just because of the directors fucking up? Because again, because for me, because this is thing that I don't like. What I was talking about just earlier is that it's the conversation that we're having when Chelsea was in a good run. There was no problems in the summer. Apparently, everything was fine. The signs that they have made for the defense, attack, whatever, all good enough. Then you saw that run. Obviously, I didn't believe Chelsea wasn't the title race either. But the praise that we was given for Maritza, praise that we was given for the Chelsea players, okay, at the time it was warranted. But you guys want to tell me just all of the sudden, because you're currently on a bad run, I get it. And when you micro-analyze everything, of course, you probably go back to maybe overrating your team at their standpoint and the manager. But surely it can't just be only because of the director and what the faults have done. I agree. in terms of yes, should have gotten somebody in just to have bring something off the bench. Yes, should have brought in a striker. But don't you? I just feel like there's way too much focus on just the directors only. Like I don't see enough criticism just in terms of from the players and also from the manager. I'm not saying it's all the managers' fault. But I'm saying the criticism there because I feel like it's an easy cop out. Like it's like me saying if Ange was to fail to the end of the season, it's because of how shit we managed this January window. I'm like, no. I'm saying even if we would have gotten no players in, I'm still expecting Ange to turn our bad form into a good form again. So you want to tell me Chelsea's going to butter top 4 and it's fine just because the director fucked up? And when you're competing with Newcastle, the worst City side in how many years, and nothing forced. You want to tell me Maresca can't get top 4?
Go on, Lex. You mentioned it. Go on. What's your before you go, Pats? Go on. Do you think Maresca's terrible? Go there. Go on, Lex.
Bro, you can't blame the owners when the coach has adequate tools to do stuff with, and him just decide him not going to do it for him.
Go on.
He had to have sanctioned the Vega and the flipping and the Joao Felix move. Because he wasn't even really using them anyways, despite them being actual help for him to use. But he will not tweak his system to benefit anyone. And in some ways, there has been changes into the system that has affected the players. So it's like when you are afforded a squad like this, yeah, you can blame the owners for okay, maybe they could have done a better job in terms of certain recruitment. But at some point in time, you have to look at the manager. Why? It's because he is choosing based on his system or whatever he wants to do to not use a lot of these players or put them in positions in which they can thrive. So is more of to me is blame can be leveled everywhere but the main thing for me is like when you have good managers, they make, like for instance, Slot. Like we don't play every opposition the same way. We make tweaks and changes to compensate. Flipping Maresca is one of these idealist guys like Pep and like Ruben Amorim, where they have a set system and they don't want to change it. And if there's any changes made, they're usually not good at it. So it's like, and then now you have injuries, but and the players
See that yesterday's reference, did it? I didn't watch that, but I heard you said that.
Yeah, it's hilarious, yo. Nah, see who that.
I saw you said that yesterday. But fucking hell, man.
You had a joke.
Thanks to you.
Go on, carry on.
So for instance, at this juncture, you need help in certain positions because of injuries, but you got rid of the help. You get me? And even when the help was there, Maresca wasn't utilizing them in a way that could. Even right now, I'm pretty sure if Maresca had his way, you wouldn't even have Nkunku. You would have gotten rid of him in January, and the same goes to Amorim. It's like, why get rid of players in January when you know that therein lies the possibility that you won't be able to replace them? People can't always say, oh, the ownership should have done this or should have done that because to provide for the manager or whatever. How about manager provide for yourself sometimes when you have the tools to use? Like, don't have good tools and then be like, oh, because he doesn't make certain runs, I can't use him. What if it's a ball to feed player? Then you surround him with players, have players overlap, do stuff like that, and then play a different way. You get me? Like, for instance, today we played like flipping a lower league team against City. And but then when you watch the game in actuality, there was press triggers. And whenever we had a press trigger, it was just insane. Like, they usually lost the ball, and it was a case of, let's just win this game and prevent City from scoring. Trent was getting dog walked by Doku and flipping. Even Savinho was dog walking Robertson. It never made a difference. Why? We were
you know why? Because Doku always gonna hit the first man. That's why, man. You ain't gonna worry about it.
That's not why.
he always gonna hit but he always gonna hit the first man. He went past Trent.
He beat the first man.
Lex, let me ask you. Every time he went past Trent, was you ever worried he was gonna do anything significant?
Not really.
That's my point. Man.
But
he never picked out a man. He never picked out a man. Like in basketball, I've heard Eddie say this. In basketball, when they say players guard themselves, that's Doku.
Yeah,
he guards himself. There's never one point he went past Trent.
Yes.
But no, but what I'm saying is, people attribute that to Doku. Give him so many chances without the cover that we had. He probably would have done something.
You're not
You get
defending
me?
well. Yeah, 100%.
It's just that we set up to see out the deficiencies of Trent and Robertson, which, to be honest, I don't even know why we're still playing Robbo, but that's another thing. But he sets up based on the personnel, and sometimes you just have to do that. You have to understand that, bro. Irrespective of the fact that you want the game to be played in your image, sometimes that's not the case.
Facts.
You get me? Sometimes you can't do that because of the personnel that you have, and as the manager, you're responsible for getting results. So then don't set up the team to your detriment and then blame the players. Like, it's your job to use the players that you have. Stop being spoiled. Ancelotti, when you have Ancelotti with all right, he has the best tools. Yeah, bro, I'm pretty sure I could give you a handful of managers that would go to Real Madrid and be like, oh, this is my style, this is the way I want to play, and do shit with this current team. Why? Because it's not very balanced. It's not a very balanced team.
It's not balanced, no.
But Ancelotti says, okay, it's not balanced. What can I do? Put all the players in the positions that they can thrive in. And man's just doing that and getting results.
That's why I don't hear about, it's easy to go there and manage and do. Yo, what Ancelotti is doing is not easy.
It's like
people say because he has talent that it's easy. No, it's not.
It's
not easy. No,
it's not. It gets harder when you have like 15 people who want to play first team football, who have the ability to actually be in a lot of first teams around the world, but you really have to bench 4 of them every game.
Like Pep Guardiola at Bayern Munich never won a Champions League, even though he had all the tools.
One completed. Also, big up Warrior J.
So he was hitting the first shim putt that he could have seen after beating Trent. Like,
the thing is as well, like,
I'll say that for some reason, Veta rates him, and I don't get why, but
wait till I told you already. Wait till the Black Turn Harry.
We've been debating about Doku for longest. Yeah, we've been debating about. I'm like, yo, he's no good, and you actually have ballers. That's the craziest part.
Tax man at the IC3 man.
Yo, man, he's just terrible. It's like every time hit first man. That's why I asked Warrior Jake, like, what was it? 15 out of 16 dribbles he completed, 0 out of 5 crosses he completed. Tells you all you need to know. I went past this guy 15 times and created 2 chances out of that and 0 out of 5 crosses. All right. Okay. Guards himself. Sorry, go on, Fats. What you gonna say something? My bad.
I was gonna reply to what's it called? Jess's.
Yeah.
I know Alexis' point about Maresca. The thing is, some of the Chelsea fans have been criticizing Maresca and the players. So 2 things can be the same at the same time. So from the beginning itself, that Maresca did attempt to introduce a possession-based football, like the way that he implemented in Leicester last season. But however, I think that adapting that system into this current Chelsea team has been kind of challenging in some ways because of the squad limitation, but also the personnel that he has been given. And you look at the signing from the last summer, and I asked myself a couple of times. I was like, okay, why do you sign this? Why do you sign this caliber of player? All right, experience and age whatsoever. I don't have a problem with that. But what I do have a problem is that it's the way that I think that some of these players that doesn't understand as well in terms of the dominate possession, how do they dictate the tempo, they know their role. Like, I can criticize Maresca with the game management that he's been doing this season, the late subs, the pointless subs when we went down 3-0 down last week against Brighton. But at the end of the day, like, I think it's a branching problems, like from the players, manager, I mean everyone, and that's why I think that getting the squad building right first, and that is where I feel like squad building comes first, and then let's see performance with this player. If the performance is shit, but the players are playing great, then there has to be a manager then. So
that's fair enough. 100%. Where Jay says, Steve, thoughts on Newcastle performance, and do you think Newcastle have a chance to get a European spot?
No, I think we will get Europe. But Champions League, no. I don't think so. I still think Villa finished 4th. I think Forest will get 5th. No, because our game management in our second half was horrible. So complacent. So freaking complacent. The intensity from our players died down after the second half, losing 50-50 challenges and just giving Forest, like, they could have scored 5 or 6 in that half, the second half.
Yes.
Header here, header there, missed chance here. Like, yeah, it was, we were poor, man, that second half. Thankfully, we scored 4 in 12 minutes. That's what saved us, but that's not sustainable at all. It's really not. And we're gonna get smacked up midweek against Liverpool. So that's another 3 points we ain't gonna get, and we're gonna drop daft points to somebody else. And I just see Aston Villa as one of those that, like, they'll, I think they did something in January that, I don't rate Rashford super highly. I'm a fan of Asensio. I think he's a good player. But I think he'll make difference for them, kind of thing, even though they did lose Duran. But yeah, I don't know. I think we'll get Europe, but my focus right now ain't really on the league compared to, like, the Carabao and the FA Cup, particularly Carabao Cup, because we're in the final. Do I think we win that? No, but we're in it, so we have a chance.
Of course. Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's what it is.
That's fair enough. You already know how the conversation gonna go on Tuesday, Warrior J, man. You know what he's like. Well, shout out to Vega, man. You already know. I actually missed most of your game against Everton Flawless, but I heard Cheeto came on yesterday. Thoughts on his performance. You know what, Warrior J? He did okay. For everyone who was like, oh, the youth players are in such a toxic environment, I might never play again and it will destroy their confidence. He got on the pitch, and guess what he did? He was okay. He held the ball up a couple times. He played a couple passes. Who would have thought that an academy graduate can play in the Premier League? Someone who's probably been a professional footballer, vast majority of his life, gets on a football pitch and doesn't look completely out of place. He made some good runs. Crazy. He actually created space for others. Like, who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? Like, to all the people like, oh, don't play the youth. He played, and he was okay. He wasn't terrible. He wasn't great. He was okay. To the point, I want to see him again. I'll go play him again. He should play the next game. Start the next game. Why not? What do you have to lose at this point? And maybe he scores a goal. Maybe he creates. Maybe he plays well. And what does that do to his confidence? But too many people look at it the flip side. I've been shouting about this from Spider-Man rooftops for the longest. Play youth players. Because you had to literally have nothing to lose. And the bench followed him. And like I said, he did all right. Did okay. Like
Newcastle had to play a youth player today, Lewis Miley, because of Tonali.
He took his goal really well.
He took his goal really well and played pretty damn good.
Took his goal.
I'm not saying you have a bunch of Lewis Mileys in your academy. In fact, actually, your academy's historically far better than Newcastle's. Ours has been horrible under Ashley. It's just now starting to pick back up under the PIF and ownership. But yeah, like Eddie Howe could have put Longstaff out there, and he could have put Tonali out there, even though he trained all week. He went with Miley instead.
Yeah, he played well. Was very well taken as well. People really
good. He made a good impact.
The touch and the finish. People really underestimated the difficulty of that, especially on your weaker side. As well, especially on your weaker side.
He scored a fucking crazy goal against Bromley in the FA Cup. Like, he's got a good skills, bro. None of that would have happened if Longstaff played today.
Nice.
You might have another Manu in your academy in Cheeto. Who knows? You'll never know. That's the thing with the youth. You never know.
I don't know. Like, this is an interesting conversation about, because, like, I've been begging, like, certain managers, like, I don't know what it is. Sometimes they're like, it has to go down to the bare bones of the team to, like, start seeing them, because, like, it's only took till injuries until, like, Ange was introduced. Like, he was introducing youngsters to the bench, but not actually playing them. And now, even with the guys coming back, he actually starting to give the youngsters opportunities. And I do think they have impacted us in positive ways, even if it hasn't been big. But even a small bit of, even just like, if you're in situations where you find yourself as a Tottenham or Man United, even with just a small bit of positive impact, it's better than nothing at this point.
Yeah.
So
Just again, that's the key. What you just said there, just positive impact. And you know what he was when he got on the pitch? Positive.
Yeah.
Positive. Same way Dog wasn't the greatest, but guess what he was? Positive. Overlap.
I'm worried about that. You know what? I'm worried. That kid right there, I'm worried about because like I just have a worry if like next season it doesn't work out because I do like you know how much I rate.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, it's kind of like I don't want him to become one of these guys who just like they are rated and then flop like because like I do believe in the environment, but I think there's a different type of things when you look at from guys that you bought from like other teams to come into your first team and guys from the academy because in the academy these guys like Dogo was playing professional football, so even if he comes into a bad situation, I think it's easier. I think it's easier for an academy kid come into a bad situation at times because they're at the football club, they're watching the senior team more often. They probably find themselves in training, you know, because obviously they're not first teamers in academy because they don't all train together. Some do, maybe some, and I would imagine some of these academy kids in United, they're walking past the training session the first team's doing, and they're like, I can't be on that pitch right now. You know, sometimes like you know when you go to the cages and like you just play ball. And you see, like, but why is he here, bro? Like, bro, go stand out to the cage, please. And I'll be honest, I'm one of them. I'm not the best footballer. I'm better in goal. Me personally, put me on fullback or put me in the goal. Much better basketball player, by the way. But point is, give these kids a chance, man. Because, like, again, there's nothing to lose at this point in the league. The only thing that you can do is getting relegated. And it's really hard to get relegated in this league with the bottom three corner. Very hard.
And that's where I'm at with it. Like, I've done that at Saturday League and Sunday League. I ain't the greatest footballer, but say a man play ahead of me, I'm like, what? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Playing, but like, he's supposed to be sitting midfield and this guy box crashing. What is going on here? Right. Like, you know, I go actually play the role that I'm assigned to. Like, what is going on? So I get Jazzy's point. That's why I didn't hear it when people talking about the youth players talking about, oh, they might be destroyed and their confidence and where to, like, youth players don't want to play. If they get destroyed,
then they're not good enough.
If one bad game, like completely, you're not fit to play because you're gonna have a bad game. As a senior player, you're gonna have a bad game. Trust me, I'm a Manchester United fan. We have many senior players who have bad games. And people say, "Oh, the youth ain't ready." That's why we are 15th. Our senior players ain't ready. If people have realized, they're not ready. Just because you're experienced, I say this all the time. Experience is one of the most overrated traits in football. Just because you're experienced, don't make you good. Because Garnacho's experienced. Well, guess what? He's rubbish. Well, he's played over 100 matches for Manchester United. He's experienced.
Fucking rubbish.
He's experienced. But people say, oh, you need experience. No. We need quality. Skill. That's what it is. Skill. He's saying, you got Lex, blessings, every single time. Blessings. Big up. But yeah, like, that's what it is in regards to it. So I'm saying, play him. And the one thing Amarim has said is that he's going to look at playing youth in the FA Cup and Europa League. Good. I want to see something different.
He has to.
I'm good.
This is like you have no choice, brother, because like I couldn't watch Everton Man United. You know what bad it is? I saw Everton up 2-0 and I wasn't surprised. I didn't go to the timeline and check people.
And they weren't either. They weren't either. I was there. They weren't either.
This was saying. It's like this is at this point. It's like you have nothing.
I wasn't.
Outside an unrealistic relegation, you have nothing to lose at this point.
Zero. And the thing is, you're not going to get sacked because they ain't going to get rid of you.
Yes.
Media may want you gone. Fans may want you gone. They are not going to sack him.
Do you think Amarim thinks that?
Yes, he's had the conversation. Yeah, I think he knows.
Then why does he look in fucking distress like every halftime? Like the camera.
You know what it is?
You know why? Because he's managing like a fucking idiot. That's why. It's the only way I can put it.
And you know it's
but
I have a reasonable explanation. I agree with this whole, but I have another explanation because obviously me and Steve, you know, we've been watching him sporting for years prior to him coming here. I think the guy has gotten too used to not being in a losing situation as right now. I think, and we got to remember, he's a young manager, and I feel like because he's been so young, winning all these matches.
But he was at Braga before Sporting, though, so he was used like Braga.
Of course, but how many years has been Braga though?
He was at Braga for 2-3 years.
No, but I mean, when was the last year he was at Braga though? Because I swear he's been at
probably like 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, and then the first year, he's been rebuilding the sporting team, and then from then on,
he left Braga in 2020 and was at Sporting from 2020 to 2024.
So
he hasn't been used to losing on a more regular basis
in recent times, and this is kind of what I mean. So now you step into Man United, not only is the statue of club so much bigger. Shit, I remember when he came in the first week, more interviews than training sessions. So, and he's not even in English, not even his first language, and then you see what you have to coach. You see what even a draw result can do to you in terms of the media and how they speak. So I feel like all these things put in place with him also making bad decisions on the football pitch. Yeah, I would be stressed too. I'll be honest. And he's
I'm not saying he shouldn't be stressed. I'm saying I think there is. I don't think there is a guarantee that they won't sack him because, like, if he was failing and shit, like, yes, obviously he would react like that. But like, I don't think he would be like on this level. I don't know. It's just I don't think he's safe.
Who?
He's safe. He's safe. I'm telling you right now, people keep thinking that we have competent people in charge. We don't. They are not going to sack him. He's their guy. As long as we don't get relegated, and I go one further, even if we got relegated, I don't think it's a guarantee they sack him.
Yeah.
People are idiots.
Oh, no, I think they're idiots.
How bad, I know it's not aimed at you, but I don't think general consensus, people don't realize how bad Ineos are because they're new. And because there's less focus. If the Glazers had done what Ineos had done in regards to this season, and we was having this season, there would be absolutely pandemonium. There would be the purge. And they would be mentioned in the conversation alongside the manager and alongside the players. But because they're new, it's kind of separated. Bear in mind, this is their first full season. And look at where we're at.
Yeah.
Because if we was flying, they would be getting a lot of praise. Look, they brought in the structure, they brought in a manager, United a second, third, fourth, fifth, and all this. Like, that would be the conversation. That's what I don't like. Because that was the conversation at the start of the season, preseason and all that, remember? Structure, remember, Steve, you was here as you was
bro.
You remember? They're bringing in structure, Ineos on smoke, flawless, why are you not backing them? But people will tell me about my 6th place take. People will bring that up constantly to me. My 6th place take.
Shit, the way
I'm making enough opinions, I'm going to get things wrong. Same way top class players have bad games. But all the shit I was right on, we just going to bypass.
Yeah.
And I told you so, guy, because I didn't do it. Because I just wait for it. I just wait for it to happen. Remember where Manchester United can finish, giving Ten Hag a second chance, where we gonna finish in the league, how many goals we're gonna score. I remember all those conversations, and I was I was in the minority on all those. I don't sit there. I told you so, and I don't do that. But we move.
This is exactly this.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Saeed?
Big up Saeed every single time. Subscribe to Saeed TV. He said Fato finally streaming again. This brother been ghosting. He said he been on a runner here, track star. He said, let me see your tears.
See your tears. What?
He wants to see your tears, man. Floor's yours, man. Floor's yours.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
You're getting sacked in the morning. Sacked in the morning. You're getting sacked in the morning.
What?
He can't speak anymore. He can't speak anymore. Speak anymore. He can't speak anymore.
And to Mike, he says, bro, the reality is next game in a relegation strap. I can't. You'll be fine. We're not getting relegated, Mike. We are. How many points are we off the like? Let me just clarify.
I think you like double digits in terms of fans.
Rival fans, I get it. I get rival fans saying this. If I was a rival fan, I'd say it. We are currently sat on 30 points.
I think double digits.
Ipswich are on 17.
You're getting sacked.
We are 13. We are 13 points away from the relegation zone.
Yeah.
So unless Ipswich are going to win 4 games in a row, because can we lose 4 games in a row? Absolutely, Manchester United are capable.
Yes.
Manchester United are capable of losing 4 games in a row, no question. However, are Ipswich winning 4 games in a row? No, they've won 3 games all season. We are not getting relegated.
It clashes each other out.
Shut on relegation.
Unless, like I said, we would need a situation where like United continue being on the bad form, on all of the sudden.
Ipswich is
all of a sudden, Ipswich, and then even then, you would need.
And these are Ipswich next 4 games, by the way, people. United, so they play United away. All right, they could beat us, cool. They then play Palace away, they then play Forest at home, they then play Bournemouth away. Unless you think they're winning their 4 games, you got nothing to worry about. So, Mike, do you think Ipswich? Let me clarify this.
Yeah.
Do you think they're winning those 4 games? They play United away. Let me get your predictions for those games, Mike. I'm gonna just start doing this with people now. I'm tired of this conversation. So you let me know, Mike. They play Manchester United away. They play Palace away. They play Forest at home. They play Bournemouth away. What are your scoreline predictions for those results? Should I say? What do you predict? Because unless you have 4 wins for Ipswich, we're good. Because we can lose the next 4. I ain't disputing that. We have more. We could lose the next 6. I ain't gonna dispute that.
Damn.
See, so again, just personal. So it's not then. It's not. But even if Wolves pass us, we're not getting relegated. So what are you worried about?
There's 3
even
teams.
if Wolves pass us.
This is what I'm trying to say. It's too many variables that we're talking about here for a situation where United get relegated.
Yeah, and
Too
even
many.
Wolves are 8 points behind us. So Wolves have to then win 3 games to pass us. And again, could we lose our next 3? Yes. Wolves have Fulham at home, Everton at home, Southampton away. Could they win those 3? Yes. And then guess what? We drop from 15th to 16th.
I guess Amra's getting sacked in the morning. I'll take this one now.
See, and this is a whole different thing. I hear you, Mike. If you would have started this, no disputing that whatsoever. That's why when people say, can we lose? That's why I said, verbatim, we could lose our next 4 games. I'm saying that as we could lose our next 5. We could lose our next 6. Wouldn't surprise me. However, are the teams below us winning 5-6 games in a row? No, that's why they're 18th, 19th, and 20th. But we're talking about here. We're not getting relegated. That needs a lot of people need to understand.
That's the thing. It's like because we just have you remember the conversation when people were talking about Spurs is going to get relegated? Have you seen that in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, facts.
Nobody is speaking about them. We are only won 3 games in a row. We still not good. I still think there's still a lot to work. I'm liking the performances in recent times, but all of a sudden, all the conversation about Spurs is getting relegated, Spurs is this and that. All of a sudden, there's vanished. No, all these conversations went back to United not getting relegated.
Wait, Mike, I'm confused.
Bear in mind, you're only 3 points above us. But sorry, go on.
And this is what I'm trying to say. And people don't talk about it no more.
Wait, Mike, I'm confused. No Europe, I'll lose it. So you're expecting? You said Manchester United could get relegated, but then are you saying if Man United don't qualify for European football next year, you'll lose it? So are Man United a relegation team or a European one? Mike, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
You see what I have to contend with? It's just emotions.
By the way, you won't qualify. Here's the thing. Man United will be mid-table. They will not qualify for Europe through the league. They will not get kicked out of the league, relegated from the league.
Where my aim is go win these 2 trophies because that shuts everybody up.
Yes,
that's where
I think you make the final of the FA Cup. I did think that.
You know what? Saeed said the same thing. I don't see it, but that's just me.
I mean,
I'm
depends
saying
on the road.
There's no easy road. We could play Plymouth at home, and I'm not confident.
Damn, is this the point now? I've been gone. This is a football.
I'm fully aware that we can lose to anybody that is something FC Manchester United can potentially lose to. I'm going into game with confidence. Tamworth, no, we can lose to anyone because they got nothing to lose. They got nothing to lose.
Right, to be fair, we beat them. Hold that Tamworth.
Why do you think I said in the FA Cup when the next final I was like, I don't want Plymouth. They just beat Liverpool and beat Brentford before. I said, don't run me. I said, run me a non-league side, just not Plymouth. Home or away. And yeah, they're playing City, and City will probably knock them out, but they are going to be bang up for it. And they have belief. It's like, right, we beat better sides. That's how they would look at Manchester United. We knocked out Brentford away, and we knocked out Liverpool at home. Why can we not beat Manchester United? Bear in mind all the pressure's on them. That's how they'll look at City and say, all the pressure's on them. This is their last opportunity for a trophy this season. I ain't trying to do that. Never fuck with a team who have nothing. You know what they say? Never mess with a man who has nothing to lose. Never mess with a team that has nothing to lose. It's a dangerous team. All right, Plymouth go to City and get packed 6-0. All right, you're bottom of the championship. You're supposed to. No one's gonna be like, "Oh my god, what a terrible result!" For
like you just fuck it, bro. Like my name said, bill it. Throw it at him.
That's it. Bill it, man. You know what I'm saying? Ball up top. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with
ball up top. 2 months up top. Ball up top. Shit, I mean, shit. The way City defend these long balls, you might as well try.
Ball up top. Ball
like,
up top.
I mean, shit. Like I saw City go dogfight. City was dogfighting, by the way. Late Orient. They were on the dogfight. That's a decent one.
Yes.
See, look, and you get this. Man, like just going over the top. Imagine Wolves and Ipswich. What is a good run for Ipswich and Wolves? Do you believe this? No, you don't believe Ipswich and Wolves are picking up a good run.
2-game run is a good run for them.
Yeah, you don't think Ipswich. This is what I'm talking about. Man, just be going. Oh, things is terrible for Manchester United. It's diabolical where we're at. I'm sat here saying we can lose 5 games in a row. I'm sat here saying I'm not confident playing Fulham. Fulham.
Plymouth.
I'm not confident playing anybody, including Plymouth. You are bottom of the championship. However, why are you imagining Ipswich picking up a good run when they're worse than us? Ipswich have won 3 games all season long. So why are you concerned about this? This is what I'm talking about. Emotions, feelings, to stuff that realistically ain't going to happen. Because as bad as we are, we've collected more points and more wins than them. So why would you be worried about them?
I think you could entertain this convo if Ipswich beat you guys on Wednesday.
Even if they beat us. Even if hypothetically, which they could beat us, all right, cool. You know how many points they're behind us if they beat us? 10.
Yeah. And
again, does anyone have? And I bet if I ask Argentine, does he have Ipswich winning their next 3 games? He'll say no. So what are you worried about then?
This is the thing that I say. Like,
are they beating Bournemouth away?
Probably not, but I didn't think Wolves would beat Bournemouth away though. They did that.
If we start doing predictions, then no. Are they beating Forest at home or Palace away? No. Are they winning them 3 games?
Like draw.
No.
Right. So what are we concerned about?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Possibilities. Like,
possibilities out the realm. Well, if I say we're gonna win 2 games in a row, I'm the madman.
I mean, shit.
If I say if we beat Ipswich Town, Argentine will be the same United fan telling me I'm crazy. Well, he's here talking about Ipswich, who have won 3 games all season long, going on a run. But if I say we win 2 games, I'm the crazy one. You see what I have to put up with?
Hey,
just
you know what?
It's complete and utter absolute nonsense. Because if we was in Ipswich place and we were 18 and had 3 games in a row, man won't be talking about us getting out of the relegation zone. It'd be about who's behind us and who can catch us. It'd be about Team 19 or Southampton going on a run. People always make shit worse than what it is. It's terrible what we're in. Awful situation, diabolical. However, Ipswich are not going on a run. So why are you talking about relegation? Why are you adding into the fearmongering? Knowing rival fans are going to do it anyway.
People love to talk, like, because my family does a lot. People love talking about just the worst case scenario. Like, nobody wants to talk actually about the scenario where it's actually realistic. Like, and I sometimes do it too. Sometimes I think about like bad cases, but I'm not trying to, because when you actually then go through it, you actually would need to put in so many factors for the worst case scenario to even happen. And I think people just love to look into
Lord have mercy, yo. Football ain't for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying in that?
Oh.
People ain't. I'm telling you, you lot ain't built for this. Like I don't know how you lot get through like games. Bear in mind, I have to deal with the worst of the worst people trolling me on a constant basis.
The guy has to deal right.
I can't leave, and you lot are talking like this in the chat. You lot wouldn't survive a stream in my shoes. Forget a day in my shoes. You lot wouldn't survive a stream in my shoes. It's outrageous. I have to hear from the worst of the worst people, intelligent people like Steve and Jess, who can absolutely break it down in bit by bit how bad Manchester United are. A man are talking about Ipswich going on a run who have won 3 games all season. We're further away from the relegation zone than Arsenal are to the league title. But if I sat here and said Arsenal can win the league title, you lot would call me crazy. But we're further away from the relegation zone than they are to the top of the table.
Yeah.
You lot, again, football ain't for you lot, man. You this emotional people, I ain't telling anybody what to do. Football ain't for you lot. Because it's roller coaster. Your team goes in cycles. You're going to have ups and downs. This is the terrible down. And what's worse is a lot of you lot are younger than me, so I even seen the heights I've seen. I've seen 10 league titles. What are we talking about here? 10. No one in this content creator space barely could remember. You got the odd few who's around my age. That's it. I've seen 10 league titles. I've seen 2 Champions Leagues. I've seen a treble. I've seen 2 three-peats. So imagine what it's like for me now watching this team now. You lot have seen the odd FA Cup. We have seen some of the greatest players ever play in the Premier League and for this club. And you lot talking about Ipswich going, you lot wouldn't last a day in you lot wouldn't last a day in my stream. You lot wouldn't last a day in a stream. I'm telling you.
Back again,
crazy.
Back again.
Seen 10 league titles, a man are telling me about Ipswich going on a run. Man seen I've seen 2 3-peats. 2 3-peats. I've seen a treble and a double. I've seen countless doubles. I've seen, I think, 3 or 4 repeats. I don't know how many repeats we have because we rarely win in ones. I think we've had 3 or 4 repeats. So imagine what it's like for me going from them heights to this.
Yeah.
Going from being that guy to just any guy. In high school, you was the man, homie. That was us.
Charles Franklin Saint.
Yeah, we literally had the Franklin Saint fall off. A man is telling me about a team that won 3 games all season going on a run. Come on, man. Like, shit's bad. Don't make shit. Leave that to the rival fans to do that. Jess should be saying that. Steve should be saying that. Facts. Barnes is in the chat. I hear it. I shouldn't see a United Avi. You shouldn't be a United Avi or have United in your name talking like that. Why are you adding to the fear-mongering? Like, we the tribe. As bad as
you
it
know
is.
why? Sorry.
This completely defeatist, like, not even defeatist attitude, because I hear the critique, but just making shit worse than what it is. And I might have even seen more than 10 Premier League titles. I just can't remember. See that? I've seen so many Premier League titles, I forgot how many I've seen. That's how many I've seen that I forgot. Because it might be more than 10. First one I remember is probably, I know you don't realize how, like, my age, unless these lot tell you, but yes, like 94, 95 we're talking. Is I remember my first league title. What are we talking about here? Rohan, there's nothing positive here, but don't make it worse than what it is my point. That's why I didn't say defeat. That's why I said I hear the criticism, but make the criticism make sense. Why are you talking about Ipswich going on a run when they've won 3 games all season? Why are we talking about United getting relegated when we are further away from the relegation zone than Arsenal are from the top of the table? We're further away. But if I say Arsenal, what are we talking about here? But if I say Arsenal can win a league title, you lot would be all right. Sure. Whatever, man.
Yeah, you have to let that one out.
Man, I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it.
No,
wouldn't last a day in the street. You lot wouldn't last the street. I gotta go with these Bayesian with the OGs right now. You lot wouldn't last.
Oh, they're gonna have a good time.
Again every week. You know what I'm saying? Twice a week. A man does it. No bumps, no bruises. 7-0. You know what I'm saying? We lost. No bumps, no bruises. Went viral. You know what I'm saying? Bulletproof vest, right? White tee. Those that know. What are we talking about? Did so many streams that week. I lost my voice back in this team. And you lot, all right. You lot want to add to the fearmongering. Lost 7-0, to our rivals. Go back and check that, people. I lost my voice that week because I did extra streams. Because obviously, United fans hiding. Cam always says this. Hey, Flawless, I rate you was outside. Of course. Ain't no, like, what are we talking about? You know why? Because I've seen worse. Because you know what's worse than losing 7-0? Losing a league title on the last day.
Losing to Barcelona to UCL.
Losing Champions League finals. You know what's worse? Losing the Champions League semi-final. You know what's worse? Losing the Champions League quarterfinal when you're one of the better teams in the competition.
Yeah.
No, it's worse being a player getting injured and it costing you your league title. That's worse. Outrageous. Well, yeah, I get off my chest.
But you know why they're doing the fear-mongering, Floss? Because they're listening to people who do fear-monger and they believe it. And so they're regurgitating what they hear.
Yeah.
Well, Mike,
I get it. Don't fall for it from rival fans. I get it. I'm one of the worst for it. I troll every day about Arsenal being 5 years, however many years and however many minutes, seconds, and hours without a trophy.
Actually, let's check that. Hold on.
I hear that. Fully hear that without question. But don't let Steve, Jez, and Fat say that being Newcastle, Spurs, and Chelsea. They supposed to do that. Or you lot are in a relegation battle. They're supposed to say that. I ain't gonna cool. Run bants. Or people with United Abbeys and United in their name. Ipswich can go on a run. They've won 3 games all season. What evidence do you have to suggest they're going on a run?
If you put it into their sentence here, that like Ipswich gonna go on a run, but they have like 3 wins. Like it just sounds laughable just itself. Yeah. Like this is what I'm trying to say is like
if Wolves catch us, all right, Wolves next 3 games are favorable. Wolves might overtake us, so we drop from 15th to 16th.
Oh, This is what I'm saying. Like, what are we actually doing here, chat, man? Like,
what are we doing here, man? Hey, United fans, I get it's terrible, it's awful, but hey,
strap him though.
Yo, never bleed in front of. Maybe I'm just built different, man. Never bleed in front of the soldiers.
Nah, I'll be honest.
You don't cry. You don't cry in the. You don't cry in the field, man. You in war. You don't cry in the field. You cry back at home. Get your tears out. You know what I'm saying? Don't cry in the field. You know what I'm saying, I ain't been shot. We're losing the war. So be it, man. And like I said, it's worse for oldest. For people who are my generation, 90s babies, 80s babies, it's worse for us. In particular, 90s babies, because all we had was success. Yeah. Because I was born into it. I don't say you born with a silver spoon in your mouth. I was born with a trophy in my hand. I never knew any different. Every year, trophy. Every year.
Why do people think I lost my fucking mind with that UCL semifinal last year, Real Madrid Bayern? Why do you think? Because bro.
And to Rohan, this wasn't aimed at you. You said I don't know what fearmongering was talking about. Is it transfers? I only said I doubt we can get first. No, this wasn't at you, Rohan.
No, you. This was those other people.
This wasn't you. This wasn't aimed at you because you didn't say nothing. I'm talking about the relegation thing, and I'm an Argentine now. He's roasting me talking about Ipswich going on a run. Well, if we had 3 wins and I said we going on a run, what would man say?
Unrealistic, bro. How could
bear in mind, chances are people we are gonna be in the bottom half. Chances are we finish anywhere from 14th to 16th, in my opinion. Do I believe we win a trophy? No, I don't. However, go scam it.
Yeah.
See, and Pops is saying it, yeah, and I'll suffer like everyone else. And then when I talk to my Pops and my uncles, they say, you got it good. I remember us getting relegated and Liverpool being the dominant team and da-da-da. Pops tells me this on a regular. You got it good, son. Told me this for years. Growing up. I thought he was lying. I should have listened. Should have fucking listened. Because I thought it was the norm, winning trophies. Couldn't chat to me. 5 Premier League titles in 6 years and all them things. What are we doing? How are we doing this? Sorry, people, I had to get off, man. I'm tired, man.
No, you know what? I get it because like I have it with my family sometimes when like shit is already depressed with Salah, but like it's always but it's like I don't like me, and maybe it's just me in the way I think, but like if shit is already depressing, why do you want to make it even more depressing than it already is? Like for me, I just don't get it.
It's already diabolical. Why are we making it worse? When we have everybody to make it worse for us. Rival fans and media are having a fucking field day and we can't say shit. We just have to sit and hope we get smelled. And hope the scamming that we're on does the thing. But anyways, like that's it. That's where I'm at. Hey, we've been scamming before. Go scam another trophy. Yeah. We've been terrible for 9 years and won 5 trophies. Go make it 6 or 7 this season.
It's like you're addicted to that feeling of the scam. You just wanted to,
Because I understand what we are. Yeah. I didn't want to believe it. I was in denial. I was at the first. Go back and check the streams. You lot from when Amarim was hired. Watch me go through the 5 stages of grief. You watch me in denial. You watch me in bargaining. You watch me in anger. What's the other one? There's one more. You watch me in the other one, and now you have me at acceptance.
Yeah.
You had me at denial, because you lot see me at denial when I was trying to say, like, oh, it's going to get better, when it was going down. Had me at bargaining when I was like, hey, you know what?
He didn't know.
Just get results. I had no idea. You've seen me angry. You lot have seen me seething.
Newcastle game.
Southampton. I'm still fucking mad about it now. I'm still
Southampton?
Southampton and
Newcastle.
I'm still seething about it now. Still, look here how I'm saying I'm still seething now.
No, which game? Newcastle.
Both of them. Horrendous.
Yeah.
Fucking horrific. That man should have been. Everybody should have been fined. Everyone at the football club should have been fined for those 2 performances. Horrific they was. I'm still mad about it now. And then there's one more. Let me go. Wait, where is it? Denial, anger, bargaining. Yeah, you lot see me in depression, but more so I'm just silent. That's probably the one. I did 4 out of 5. I don't really get depressed.
Yes.
So you lot see me 4 out of 5. Go back and watch the streams, people, and you see me go through these things like it's a fucking clock, like clockwork. But like I said, you lot won't last a mile in a stream. I'm saying, man, in one of my streams. But anyways, we're gonna close out. We're going over to the Bayesian show. Steve, let them know, plug your channel, let them know where they can find you and all that stuff.
Yeah, no. Big up for having me on. Good to see y'all. What I got coming up. Not sure
Before you
yet.
go. Hey,
but
Sava,
probably-
love, man. Every single time. Love Sava, man. You lot subscribe to Football Heritage TV. Sorry, Steve. Go on.
Yeah, I think probably tomorrow I'll try to do a Champions League prediction video, Europa Conference League as well. So yeah, I'll probably drop something like that. But and then Strasbourg Steve on YouTube if y'all want to subscribe, defo.
There you go. Big up Jez. Big up Fats. Big up to everyone who joined over from the raid, everyone who was here. Big up to Beijing Reds TV. Big up again to Sava as well. Make sure you subscribe to Football Heritage TV. Big up to make sure you subscribe to Beijing Reds TV. I'm gonna redirect him to the United Liverpool podcast, Beijing Reds edition, where I gotta go sit with 3 Liverpool fans who are happy that they're gonna win the league. And watch we do it, no bumps.
Yeah, so I tried to warn you a while ago.
Who's
happening? Crabs John, who's also on Beijing Reds TV. And watch me do it, no bumps, no bruises, no white tea and bulletproof. And get on with my day. And then get up and then guess what I gotta do back again. Scratch that. I gotta do the show on Lee Judge's channel. Then I go to back again. Then I do Man Them United. Then I do the fan calling show. So across them 4 streams, I'm getting told how shit my team is.
And then you're gonna sit there.
And I just gotta sit here. I'm going, I hear it. But you lot gotta talk about Ipswich going on a fucking run. Give me a break, man.
You know all this shit. It's like, nah, bro.
Outrageous. Yeah. The only one, Daryl, the only one I missed was depression. But the rest of the 5 stages are grief. You lot watch me go through. No bumps, no bruises.
Free my nigga flawless, man.
Yeah,
Hashtag Ritz crackers.
Yeah,
that's
crazy. Yeah, I ain't saying that. That was the Caucasian. For clarification, that was the Caucasian guy on the panel. But yeah, as I was saying anyway, we're closing out. Big up.
I'm trying to call the case.
Big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Asshole. Exactly that, man. Even the Bayesian comes out. That's how you know I'm pissed. When I start sounding Bayesian or Yadi, that's when you know it's liberties or the Manc accent comes out. One of the 3. But here we are. But anyways, yeah, back again should be great. And Daryl, hold that because you lot thought you was going to beat us, drop the 2-goal lead. Hold that. Where's Peter? He was talking
Daryl, hold
that
too. You behind us, bro. Yeah, let's say yes, chat, if you're asking.
Go on, James.
No, and chat, if you're asking, yes, I'm beefing Brentford and Everton and them, man. I don't give a damn. But I'm beefing Tamworth right now. Come outside.
There we go. But all right, we're closing out. We're redirecting over to the Beijing Red Show, people. So I just need you to hit the like button on here, subscribe. As soon as you get over there, get your questions in. Just keep them United, Liverpool, or United, Manchester United, or Liverpool related. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in, and literally see you lot in 2 minutes.